go on to meet France in West Germany. So it will be a real test of their character, a real test of their mental alertness as to whether those 10 men from West Germany can handle the 11 from Mexico. And if the 11 from Mexico triumph and go through to the semi-final for the first time ever in their history, this whole nation will be excited tonight and will celebrate, and we are not going to get any sleep, Sam.
No, we're not going to get any sleep, but if they've ever had a chance to go through, they have it. They have all the advantages they need. Now they just have to be a good enough team to take those advantages.
So the overtime is underway, and it's Mexico in possession. West Germany, too, must remain calm. They must not play about in their penalty area, and they must not wait effort. Dieter Hörner, Aloft in the middle. Early chance for Germany. Aloft can't get control of the ball, and wisely does not elect to chase it, but instead conserves his energy by getting back and helping the German defense to mass in their own half in numbers.
Dieter Hörner has had trouble getting himself on track. We've noticed a few times him missing some passes. This being only his first start, he must be a little bit rusty for game situations.
We haven't seen yet whether West Germany have put on a substitute. Yellowstobot. Sanchez moving up front. So that's a high leaping German header clear. Dieter Hörner, nice touch back. Magat not able to run onto that ball. Now three Germans caught in the middle. A chance down the left for Abuelo. Sanchez trying to get in the area, but hooked away by Dietmar Jakob. Mexico still in possession. Servin. Good chance to take men on now and try to run them out on the flanks. Beautiful back heel, almost ricocheting off that clearance. Could have been very dangerous and given a lot of trouble to Tony Schumacher, but it is a West German goal kick.
I think we've already seen the pattern that's going to happen for at least the next half an hour. Mexico playing, looking for holes in the defense, the West German the defense, and them clearing and trying for that counter-attack.
Two Mexicans to head that ball away, but West German possession. Nicely out to Aloft with a little space on the right. Dieter Hörner is free at the far post. Not on target. It needs to be deadly accurate to avoid these men wasting their energy. That one not quite on target sufficiently for Hörner to collect it and get a shot away. Mexico a chance to come away, moving into the German half in numbers. Negrete looks around, plenty of time. Tries to stretch this German defense by moving the ball to the right. Servin on the right flank. German cover, Briegel waiting. Karl-Heinz Forster tries to intercept, still possession by Servin. There's a chance for Dieter Hörner to come away. And Karl-Heinz Forster just hits it solidly into touch for a Mexican throw. Got to give a chance for his defense to reorganize themselves. Mexico probing the right side. Abuelo Cruz thought he was away there. And the Mexicans protest, but the kick goes to West Germany.
Even more interesting there was the referee called it, and it was a fair ways away from him. The linesman there did not put his flag up for a foul.
Fortunately for West Germany, the decision went in their favor. Back to Tony Schumacher. Take his time, because I think now West Germany might well be content to try to play this and send it into penalty kicks, where their experience might well stand them in good stead. But that's a kick to Mexico. So a major defensive campaign by the West Germans, and Mexico trying to probe the German wall of defenders and get that all-important goal that can send them into the semi-final. Yellowstobot. Out to Servin. German defense has to move across to the right side. Servin tries to take on Hans-Peter Briegel. But Briegel's reactions are fast enough, but Servin still in possession, but he's penalized. Linesman made that decision. The referee accepted it. And there is a yellow card to Sanchez. He's already had 2 yellow cards and has missed the game, and he's getting another one there. which might encourage him to stop talking too much to the referee. So a yellow card for Sanchez. I think that's 6 or 7 cards, Sam, in this game.
6 yellows and 1 red.
Is this a World Cup record, we say? Schumacher. Tony Schumacher. These men with yellow cards have got to be very careful they don't get a second one in this game. Chance now for Alof. Overlapping on the German left. Gives it left to Bremer. Back to Hans-Peter Briegel. Nice flick to Bremer. Maga. Germany still in possession. Bremer down the left side. Crosses it in. Larios is out for it. Good clean catch. German threat there, but good keeping. Now a chance for a Mexican break. But it's back to Tony Schumacher, who almost waited too long, but calmly put it away. Bremer again on the left side. Back to Jakob. Bad ball from Jakob gives Mexico possession. Munoz. Looking for spaces. Little too casual. Briegel taking the height advantage. Hoeneß trying to go through. Not able to get on that ball. Hoeneß certainly not a clever ball player. They didn't bring him on for his brilliance on the ground. And they're not giving him service up the front, unfortunately, to allow him to use his heading ability. But Briegel up the left side. Looks for support. Finds it in the form of Alof. Nice ball from Alof to Hoeneß, but as you said, Sam, Hoeneß hasn't really got into this game at all. It's his first start in the World Cup. Very, very difficult indeed to adjust, and it's perhaps a rather unfair situation to place him in.
Very unfair situation, not having played him to come into this situation, especially when he's a better player in the air than he is on the ground. And here he's having to play a situation where he needs to be a target man on the ground so they don't give the ball away.
Mexico in possession. Munoz. Mexico having the time to just stroke this ball around one to another. Servin. Plenty of space in this part of the field, but as they get into this area, Sanchez trying to go round the man again into his dramatic acting role. Deciding to take off shin guards, and the referee suggesting to him this is no time or place to do this. But they have gained a kick from it, and so there's every reason for Tony Schumacher to look anxious. Sanchez electing to play without shin guards.
And this is where Germany has to be more careful now, especially since they're tired. Their mental tiredness is a big part of this game, especially when you get into overtime. They have to really concentrate here, set their wall up well, and do their covering.
So Eldia Negrete, number 22, is on hand for this free kick, as is Raul Servin. Tony Schumacher has his wall in place. 5-man German wall. 3 Mexicans attached to the end of that wall too. Here he comes. Negrete with a left footer. The wall partially blocks it. Schumacher coming to the edge of his area in support. And so another Mexican threat handled by the West Germans. Long throw by Tony Schumacher. Wearing the captain's armband now, of course, that Rummenigge is off. That's a good clean tackle. Throw quickly taken. Abuelo, the grandfather, takes his man on, beats him beautifully, coming into the area. And panic for a moment there by the German defense, but able to clear. But the Mexicans still in possession. Cruz again, no offside, but he hits it straight to German legs. Magat on hand. Oh, surely we'll get the other yellow card. Bound to be. He was nowhere near the ball. And he gets the red card, and so they're down to 10 men each. That was no question about that. That was an intentional foul, nowhere near the ball. Made no attempt at all to go for it, and so Aguirre will get his marching orders, and the teams are now down to 10 men.
It was a good call by the referee, and I mean, a silly move by Aguirre, because Mateus had gone by him. He would have been better left to go by. Instead, he tries to do a bit of a American football block on him, and now he pays for it.
A blatant body check well deserving of the result, and particularly stupid on the part of Aguirre. Schumacher sympathetic, perhaps remembering his experience with Battiston of France in the '82 World Cup, when he should have been sent off without question and wasn't. And so they are down to 10 men, and this must be an inspirational time for the West Germans. They now at least are on even terms numerically, and they have a substitute available. The Mexican coach will doubtless be very, very annoyed with that very badly disciplined move by Aguirre. Thoughtless and deserving of being sent off. So now they're down to 10 men. Bremer.
And it may not be the last one. We still have an awful lot of players with one yellow card in this game, so he could be in for some interesting records in this game.
Hans-Peter Briegel. Long ball to Aloff. Can he find support? Mexico bring it away. Negrete, German interception. Play becoming scrappy again now as fatigue takes its toll. Bremer, who's done a lot of work in this game, he has support on the right. Pushes it in to Dietmar Jakobs, who's moving forward now and is playing further forward. Germany reorganizing their men. Bremer pushes it well back to Matthias. And more it looks as if Germany are going to be content to try to play possession football and take it to the ultimate, the penalty shootout. Hans-Peter Briegel tries the give and go. Briegel still showing a fair turn of speed as we move to 12 minutes of the first 15 of overtime. German throw. Klaus Allofs. If Klaus Allofs can get himself into the penalty area, he will pose great problems for this Mexican defense because he has a most accurate shot. Throw to West Germany. And Briegel refuses Bremer's offer to take the throw. And that's a corner. So less than 3 minutes of this first period of extra time. And that is a corner as the referee mops his brow, and well he might, because this is a very, very tense job. A very, very important job indeed. Corner to Germany. Larios can't hold that ball, but gets it at a second attempt. Heart in mouth for 47,000 Mexican spectators there as Larios failed to hold that cross. But no West German on hand to take the knockdown.
Larios very lucky. He came underneath the ball here. It came off his hands, and he was so lucky there wasn't more German shirts there to put that ball in the net. He managed to scramble it back.
So the Mexicans on the attack. That might have been a careless clearance, but West Germany hook it away. Aloff playing the Lone Ranger role up in the Mexican half. Cruz down the left side. Munoz, slow Mexican build-up, Sevin. Germany now coming to challenge. And German ball. Hugo Sanchez is up on the edge of the West German penalty area. In some pain, looks as if his leg is cramped up, but it's Germany now on the attack. Hans-Peter Briegel. Germans moving around with fresh-found energy. Chance for Aloff to get in his cross, and he gains another corner for West Germany. And West Germany doubtless stimulated considerably by that rather silly sending off by Aguirre, as we see Tony Schumacher assisting the fallen opposition, helping Sanchez to overcome his cramp. Almost inevitable that players are going to cramp up, having lost so much fluid in this heat and playing beyond the 90-minute mark. And Schumacher shows his background in sports medicine, we hope, by relieving Hugo Sanchez of his cramp. And now the official relief comes on.
Germany starting to play much better now that it's an even 10 men each. They're coming forward. That last bit was very good for them. They've got another corner. They need to try and swing this ball into the big Dieter Honus, and hopefully he can get his head on it.
And the sole representative from Colombia, the 31-year-old referee, Mr. Palacio, calls for the stretcher bearers to get Sanchez off the field, and this may improve his cramp enormously. No, he decides to have the seat, and they'll get him off to the side where they can give him the sort of attention that's necessary to ease the cramp in his leg.
And we were a little bit worried about the German fitness level, but we have not seen them go down with cramps yet. Here we see a Mexican going down with cramps.
So the referee shows his fitness. He will run 6,000 or 7,000 yards in a game like this. More, of course, when it's overtime. Fortunate that he's youthful. A quick swib of water by Bremer before he takes his corner. Hans-Peter Briegel in the 6-yard area. Larios hoping he can hold this one cleanly this time. Here he comes. Flick on by Briegel. Oh, and that was very close.
Very, very close, and I'm not sure that didn't come off a Mexican player trying to clear the ball almost into his own net.
It did, and that's why Alof is going down to take a corner from the left. So Germany certainly pressing in this first 15 minutes of extra time. Certainly in the ascendancy in the last 5 minutes. Here he comes again, an in-swinging ball, too strong. Wasted ball, and Alof, or any of the West Germans for that matter, can ill afford to waste balls like this. There's the end of the first 15 minutes. The referee wants the Adidas Azteca ball back. And they have 1 minute only to recover. And it looks as if West Germany were looking for a substitute there. Trainers trying to come out with water, sponges, and any other aids that are deemed valuable. They only have 1 minute, and the referee says, no, we don't want this. They can pick them up on the run. Fuel on the grass. Very much needed refreshment because they must keep their fluid intake high. When they lose fluid in situations like this, it can reduce their efficiency enormously. If they lose body weight by as much as 3 to 5% only of body weight due to fluid loss, it can reduce work capacity by as much as 20 and 30%. And that is incredible in a game like this when the teams are already down to 10 men and they have 15 more minutes to play. Because if you're carrying players who are down 20 to 30% in efficiency as a result of fluid loss, which is reducing their weight by 3 to 5%, they can be literally ineffective.